Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Town of Limington Select Board meeting for Thursday, April 17th. We will call the meeting to order at 7:03 and begin by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, I didn't.
Thank you very much. I was getting a little feedback, so, okay. It's not working. Oh, thank you. Beautiful, thank you very much. Okay, we will look for an approval for the meeting minutes for last week.
I make a motion to approve last week's minutes.
I wasn't here,
Oh,
Oh, that's true.
so,
welcome
I
back.
will second that.
yeah.
Do you want any discussion on those minutes?
No, I watched you guys.
All right, thank you very much. So, all in favor? Thank you. Approval of warrants for week 16. Payroll warrant number 30 for $29,675.14. And appropriations warrant number 32. Trio kind of bunged up on number 31. So that is for $100,935.49 for a total warrant number 30, warrant number 32, $130, $130,628.63.
I make a motion to accept warrant 30 and 32.
I second that.
Okay, a rundown of some of the breakdown of that $100,000 would be the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, $6,360.30. UniFirst uniforms, $69.56. MMA employee health insurance for the month, $27,417.14. Maine PERS, the Employee Retirement Fund, $12,867.04. MEMIC Workers' Comp, $4,219.89. Modern Pest, $509. Parker Appraisal Company, $5,600. They are the assessors going around. Primo Poland Springs Water, $108.93. UniFirst, that's the same. Judy Fullerton Cleaning Service, $680. Jensen Baird Legal, $3,697.64. Charter Communication, $337.65. Animal Welfare Society, $1,489.57. And CMP, $2,309.62. That's a short rundown. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? It is passed. Thank you very much. Purchase order requests.
Sure. Public Works, a request to pay LP Murray 8 yards of reclaim, $240. A request to pay Maine Custodial Services, floor strip and wax, $3,000. A request to pay Napa DEF fluid and oil, $116.73. And a request to pay Eastern Salt for 124.75 ton of salt, $9,880.21.
I'll make a motion to pay Public Works purchase orders.
I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor?
Fire and EMS, a request to pay admirals for a uniform, $149.90. A request to pay Concentra, Madison Physical, $163. A request to pay Fire Tech and Safety, jackets and pants, $7,063.20. And a request to pay Sleepers, ATV Supplies, $84.31.
I'll make a motion to pay Fire EMS purchase orders.
I will second that. All in favor?
Code Enforcement, a request to pay MMA for the new code manual, $47.
I'll make a motion to pay Code Enforcement purchase order.
I will second that. No questions? All in favor? Thank you.
Selectboard Office, request to pay WB Mason for office supplies, $68.45. And they request to pay MMA Municipal Manual $156.
I'll make a motion to pay Select Board Office purchase orders.
I will second that. All in favor?
Parks and Rec, I request to pay Eric Cody Woodcraft, office, the upstairs office for the Old Town Hall, $3,070. A request to pay Aaron Sleeper, the deposit for the 4th of July fireworks, $3,500. A request to pay Central Maine Pyro, second half of the fireworks for 7/4/25, $3,500. And a request to pay Stryker, the AED pad batteries, $415.25.
I will make a motion to pay Parks and Rec's purchase order requests.
I will second that. Any discussion? None? All in favor? Thank you.
And Municipal Complex, a request to pay Town Cloud, $2,494.80.
I
I will make a motion to pay Municipal Complex purchase order requests.
will second that. All in favor? Thank you. Select Board weekly activities. We met here Monday afternoon, for interviews, second round of interviews for the town manager. We had all of the staff, department heads here talking, as well as our MMA consultant, Larry Mead. We want to thank Larry very much for all the work he has done, all the direction he is giving us. That is invaluable, so very, very thankful to him for that. We had several people in the office today. Been a busy office. We had the Ross Bartlett, who is the gentleman who puts veteran grave markers and flags on the veterans around town on the myriad of cemeteries that the town has. So we will be ordering the aluminum markers that we need. For that, we want to thank him very much for the time that he spends putting in the,
Yes.
going around, volunteer time, doing that. So that
I
was
didn't
a-
realize there's well over 130 cemeteries in this town.
between the large ones that we see and all the small family plots that are going around, that they have been documented. They're going to be getting us a list of that as well. So just to make sure that we have something
Yes.
permanent here in the town hall, in order to represent all of those places, all of those names. And again, we want to thank him very much for coming in, he and his wife, for placing all those markers as well. Excellent, excellent on that. Janitor, we have bids. We will be
Requesting bids.
requesting bids for janitorial services here between the municipal complex, the Old Town Hall, and the library. And these are available at the office. Please see one of the ladies in the town clerk's office. They will be happy to give you a breakdown of all of the things that are required to clean and the frequency of the cleaning.
Yep.
And we will be requesting that to be turned in by Wednesday,
May 7th
7th.
by 5.
By 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the close of town business on Wednesday, 7th. So at 5 PM, and then we will be opening those bids Thursday night, May 8th. So if you're interested, come and get a list. Want to add to
Add to what?
what we've been...
Oh, the weekly?
Yeah, what we've been talking about here.
I didn't bring my email.
Do you want to do Madison's, did you take notes on Madison's?
I did. Yeah. Madison was.
You did take notes. I saw
stopped,
you.
I stopped.
He stopped.
Madison had a lot of stuff. Parks and Rec had a lot of things going
All
on
right,
this week.
so
I
I
didn't
took
get it all.
notes and, all right. You can't read my
You
handwriting,
can go, Parks and
obviously.
Rec.
Okay, I got some of it.
Okay.
He did come in this afternoon. The upstairs office is finished. The ceilings, the drop ceilings and the lights have been finished. It's gonna be,
Please.
his assistant's office, Jamie's, and also the emergency communications office in the case of emergencies going forward in the town. The sockets downstairs in the main room are fixed, thank God. Yeah, because we had had to keep resetting circuit breakers to get stuff to cook. It was pretty interesting. Made for a long time, fun time. The Easter egg hunt, I guess, went excellent in the snow. There was about 30 kids, and I guess it went very well. They got to roll around in the snow about it. So
Yeah. A lot more difficult finding them, perhaps.
April break next week, all next week. Looks like they're heading to the Pondicherry Park on Thursday for a hiking. It's a hiking area and an obstacle course out there.
The
So-
care, he's
What's
going,
that?
Monday through Friday for childcare at the, Tuesday through
Tuesday.
Friday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Monday,
Yes.
they're closed for the holiday.
As is
Yeah.
town office, right? It's
Rugby's
closed Monday.
starting up.
Rugby
will be
starts this Saturday, remember that, all
Saturday
ages.
at 10 a.m., all ages at Blake Memorial Field. So this Saturday at 10, please meet there if you are interested in rugby. They currently have 75 kids signed up for summer camp, and that is currently about 3/4% full. So if you are interested, there are not many slots left, so please hurry and sign your kids up for summer camp here
And is
in
it
Limington.
softball or baseball? He also has what?
That I did not write down.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I know it's
You heard
Limington
it.
Fire against Webster's.
Check. Yes, no, yeah. So we did
Baseball.
T-ball.
T-ball, yeah.
Yeah, the T-ball. Yeah. Yeah, I just,
Drawing a blank?
yeah.
Me too.
Okay.
He had
we
a
did-
lot, he had a lot.
I know.
Madison's been busy for the week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, check the website.
We were asking
Yeah.
for
Parks and Rec.
an email, but sadly, we had to write it all down.
Okay.
May
May
3rd.
3rd is gonna be the next community dinner. It's gonna be, I believe, a stews and,
Chili, what day of the
stews,
week is
chili.
that?
It's gonna be a Saturday at
It's a
4
Saturday
PM.
at 4?
Yep.
Okay.
So come out, come all. This is a free meal. Come out, hang out with the townspeople and enjoy some great food.
There was a couple other things about the Limington Rec Department. I believe they are still searching for an RV host.
Yep.
And probably more beach and parking lot attendants. So
Yeah.
we asked him about the RV host, failed to remember to ask him about the attendance, but reach out to m.moody@limingtonmaine.gov for any questions regarding Limington Parks and Rec. There's a lot of job opportunities, there's a lot of fun to be had in that department, and so if we have forgotten something, Madison, I apologize, but you have so much going on, it's hard to remember it all. So, but it's a great department, great department. A lot of things happening all the time for our kids and our whole community. So we are very grateful for that.
Yeah, the
Yes, we are going to
Parks
vote on
and
that.
Public Works.
Public Works.
Yeah,
why don't you-
I'll do you can do that, and I'll do, so Public Works, I spoke with the foreman. I got a chance to go down, they're working very diligently down to Coventry. It's pretty good to see how nice and clean the sides of the roads are, cutting the brush back, and it's coming out very nice.
Yeah, they sent some pictures.
yeah.
It was pretty
And,
nice.
yeah, they're gonna be out doing a lot of that in the coming weeks. I think also they'll be getting down to some of the dirt roads to get them graded. I know Tucker's a little rough shape, we were speaking about that today. May get some gravel down there to try to get that leveled out too, but the dirt sections of Tucker and, is it, God, I'm losing the train. There's all the dirt roads they're gonna grade out.
There's a section on River Road, but I don't know if he talked about that or not.
Yeah, they're gonna grade that as well, and in Norton Road, that's what I was trying to
There
come
you
up with.
go.
The end of
Yes,
Norton Road, they
yes.
gotta get back down, and the other end of, was it Joy? The crossover.
Beaver Berry is,
Yeah,
yep.
So they'll be out doing that in the next week or two. Want to thank them again, and they did get down and fixed a plugged culvert down off Joe Joy Road. That one, we needed to hire a company in town with their cherry picker, because it was plugged solid. They used a big 20-foot pole to punch through it, so.
Yes, yeah.
But they've got that flowing now. One of the trucks is due for a sticker. They'll be taking that over. The four-door will be going over for a state inspection. That's about it. They've done some cleaning down there and organizing. And I think that's about it
Okay.
for Public Works.
Do we want to do this on air before we do announcements, or do you want to do, you want to do
There you
those?
go, Fire and EMS.
Do fire and EMS.
All right, go right ahead.
That would be new stuff.
Yep.
All right. So fire EMS's weekly report. Thank you, Chief, for sending an email. Number of calls for service this week, we had 14 calls through fire EMS. Month to date, they're at 22. Year to date, they're at 199. The week consisted of 3 fire calls and 11 EMS calls, totaling 14. The schedule was complete for the week. Trainings this week, Wednesday night, there was a review of forestry equipment, new and old. No maintenances were done this week on any facility equipment or vehicles. Hourly breakdown, they used a total of 432 hours within the fire EMS department this week. Month to date, the fire EMS department are 37 calls behind last April. Year to date, they are 19 calls behind last year. We did speak with the fire chief today. He came into the office also. And we're happy to announce that our new tanker truck is now under contract. He was up in Brunswick today with Greenwood, finalizing the little things, the things for the truck.
Yeah.
So the truck's under contract. The board signed it today, so we can get
On
it
the
rolling.
18-month plan, so.
The truck should be here hopefully in the next 18 months or at the 18-month period. At that point, it'll be out of service until training is complete and it's stocked up.
Yep.
And I know the chief's going to come at us for some new equipment for the tanker truck. So pretty excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You got anything else?
Well, we've got the draft.
Yep, okay.
If you guys want to move towards that next?
Yeah,
that.
that's fine.
Or we can,
What?
the transfer station.
Yes, you can say that.
Transfer station will be closed on Sunday, Easter Sunday. So it will not be open on that Sunday. So
And the town
For
office
Patriots
will
Day.
be
for
closed
Patriots Day.
Monday, the
In
21st?
observance of,
Yes, the town office will be closed on Monday.
yes.
Yeah. So we can go to news. If you want to talk about that.
All right. We also have here a revised standard operating policy for full-time staff. This is establishing the work and pay schedule for holiday pay and paid time off accrual and usage for full-time staff,
For the fire department.
for just the fire department.
Just the fire department.
Just the fire department. Okay. So we've had some time to look at this, review it, mull it over, think about it. We're time to vote.
Yeah.
So, I won't read the whole thing, because we've already gone over it. So, all those in favor of adopting the new standard operating policy, number LFEMS-29?
I make a motion to adopt.
I will second your motion.
Okay. Any discussion?
No, we've all read through it and had a conversation about it. and-
Yep.
All in favor, then? All right, thank you very much. That is done. Okay. You want to do the end?
This is the last part.
Yeah, is there any more, anything else? Anything, well, we have, next week, we'll be voting on the job description for the new town manager, because,
Yeah, next week will be, so we still have more discussion about the town manager position. We had our last 3 applicants, were in like we said on Monday, right? All pretty good. We had the department heads here. We're getting feedback from them on the potentials. So the board's gonna have a conversation about them. We're gonna vote on next Thursday. And then we're gonna vote on the job description for the town manager next Thursday. Yeah. And we're gonna reach out with Larry from MMA.
There was something else too that you were talking about, and it reminded me of something. Went straight through.
About the town manager?
No, it was something else. I don't know.
There was a lot. We did a lot today.
I know.
You're gonna be contacting Mellon to verify the,
Yeah. Mellon and Sons contract is coming up, so we'll be handling the Mellon and Sons trash
Yep.
contract that's coming up.
That's what I was thinking.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, because, well, April is already flying through, so you have,
I
why
do.
don't you read that? We'll vote on it.
next Thursday, we will be in executive session again, I believe 2 of them. One MRSA 4056A, personnel matters, and one MRSA 4065E, consult with legal counsel.
All right, so yes. You made a motion to go into executive session next week?
Yep.
I will second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, all in favor. Thank you very much. Now we can move on.
Now we can move on. All right, select board office hours are Thursday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. The on-air meeting time is Thursday at 7 p.m. Transfer station hours are Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Wednesday, 12 to 4 p.m. A transfer station sticker must be attached to your vehicle windshield for the disposal of all items. Transfer station stickers are available at the town office for $20. No sticker is required for the use of the swap shop. The transfer station does not accept brush, yard clippings, or hazardous waste. Riverside Recycling in Portland takes hazardous waste. General assistance applications are available from the Select Board office during their normal business hours. Applications must be filled out and accompanied with supporting documentation and must be signed and returned to the GA administrator or town clerk office. Planning board meets at the municipal complex the first and third Monday evenings at 7, not the holiday Monday.
Right, they don't expect to be back in session until May.
May, yes. So, and that is it.
Thank you. Every time you talk about the transfer station, it reminds me that I will reach out to Steve Kelly, who is our EcoMaine representative there. We have talked with him before. We know he's coming in, but I'll contact him and just finalize a date where he can come in so that we can talk about increasing, hopefully, recycling rates here in Limington. So we'll reach out to Steve this week and see if we can just get a date for him to come in and talk with us. That,
Would be,
you have everything?
I think
We
so.
remembered everything? Not knowing right this second if there's anything else on our agenda, we will open it up to the public. If anyone wants to say anything, please come to the podium, state your name and address. And, all right, please. Did we talk about cost?
Bonnie Lord Laughlin, Cape Road. I came down to ask you a little bit more about the tax assessor schedule and plan, but I would like to ask you a couple of things about what was just said a few minutes ago about a couple of things. You mentioned that you're going to be voting next week on the job description for the town manager. Is that job description, I think the job description is something that'll be kind of important for those of us who will have our town manager. Our tax dollars are going to pay for our town manager to know about.
Yep.
Is the vote that you're going to be making next week on a document that's already around somewhere so we could see it? Or is it not?
Maine Municipal
yet.
gave us some job descriptions, so of many, not surrounding towns, but many towns. We reviewed them, took a couple of them that we really liked the wording, we're kind of integrating them into one. And that's what we're rewriting right now. Just, all we have to do is type it up. We will have that available for people to see when that is done.
Great. So is it something that will be available for people to see the night that you all are going to vote on it, or on the website?
Yeah, I mean, we can have it printed copies here for people. We won't be taking comment on it. It'll just be a vote, because a lot of this was above our pay grades, you know what I mean? It's, the professionals have put this together. So, you know, MMA and a lot of the surrounding attorneys. So it's a lot of what the people.
Collaboration
Yeah.
with
And plus,
everyone, yeah.
what you, the folks, have said too, you know, throughout the town meetings, the special town meetings, when we were speaking about the town manager, what you guys like to see. So, yes, we will make sure we'll have the copies before the meeting, definitely. That way you can take one with you and,
We could look at it.
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Secondly, David, I heard you talk about Wednesday night, there was a training with the forestry equipment or the forestry vehicles. And I'd love to, I didn't hear that swiftly enough to know quite what you meant.
So unfortunately, the fire department really doesn't have a forestry type vehicle, so we have forestry equipment.
Okay.
So the forestry equipment's on the engines that we'll take to, say we have a brush fire. So the engine will come there, and we have forestry equipment that we would deploy. So it's like hoses, nozzles, chainsaws.
Okay.
So they're going through that equipment, new and old, because I know that the fire chief does grants every year and gets forestry equipment.
That was what you were
Yeah.
referring to.
Yep.
You said there was a training on Wednesday.
So they do regular training on it. So they bring in the staff, call service, full-time people. Yeah.
And could we make a special focus on the fire risk right now? I don't know what Smokey Bear tells us each day out there with the indicator, but it doesn't take long for it to get very dry in the woods very quickly, even though we did have snow last Saturday. We talk about this.
Yeah,
some
so at
years.
9 a.m.,
Has-
9 a.m. every day,
Low.
we get our
Yeah.
fire rating.
Today was very low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Last year, we used to announce the website where people can go to get the daily rating.
Yep, you can
at
go to the
9 a.m.
mainwardensreport.com
I hear
or
you.
wardensreport.com. Yep,
Is that something that could be on the website?
yeah. I don't see why we
I
couldn't.
think that we
link
did
it.
that last spring,
Yeah.
at least gave the location for them to go to see.
Yeah.
I believe it's on the helpful links,
Yeah.
the website
I-
and one of those sub.
Could you could you
I'll
just,
take a look.
okay, great, then I'll,
I believe it is one of the helpful links on the website. I'll take a look right now and see if I can find
Yeah.
it for you on.
and so about the tax assessor, I've heard you at the meeting, at least last week, maybe before also, refer to, I think that person, is his name Mike? Is he with, what is the name of the company again?
O'Donnell's.
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell. And he will, that's O'Donnell
O'Donnell.
Tax Revaluations, right? Yes, we know another one also, right? Many of us
Yep.
in Gorham. And is that one individual or a team of people coming around? That's one question. Are they starting kind of soon? And then something else is going to be happening from July to November, you've mentioned. Is that them assimilating everything? Or are they not starting until July? That's part of my question. When are they starting? And when they do come to our houses, when they do come, do we have any notice or not? And if it's not, do we have any responsibility to them coming? Like, is that the day in July that we really should not have our big family party in our yard that day? Or maybe it is the day we want to have our big family party, because we could then invite that person. No, I'm kidding. So,
So I don't remember the start date on it, but I
Gonna
do
be in
remember him
July.
saying
He
that.
said in July.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know moving forward, as we're meeting with him almost every other week, if he stops in, we'll get updates.
and so this is what I can't follow, and if you
Yeah.
all could clearly say it. He won't be coming around one person or
No,
a team?
a team.
It's
It's
a
going to
full
be a team. I
A
think it's
team.
going to be a minimum of 2
In clearly marked vehicles that
clearly
has
marked
O'Donnell.
vehicles. They're going to
Yep.
have their proper uniforms, as you might
They'll
say.
have O'Donnell's
Yep.
badged shirts, they'll have badges, their
Yep.
cars will be,
And is it
O'Donnell.
Donnell.
Yes.
Okay, I think I've seen. And they'll be coming around in the car, a team.
Yep.
And they'll pull into our,
They'll go into your driveway and they'll try to make contact with you through your door.
And
So I
if
think
they-
he said in our meeting, he'll make a
first
couple
thing-
contacts.
Yeah. The first-
Knocking to try to get a hold of somebody. And if nobody comes to the door or receives them, then they're just gonna start measuring. So,
okay.
But they are blatantly gonna go try to make contact
Yeah.
right off the bat. So that was the big concern of ours with the given situations in the past. They're a very professional company. They wanna get as much done. They may even put a couple of crews on it. It all depends on what they've got on their end, because they do all the towns around here as well, so.
Okay, so it'll be starting in July. Nevertheless, they are meeting with you all. You said they come down each week or whatever now?
yeah, what was it, 2 weeks ago he was here?
Well, he came in
He's
today.
Today. Oh,
He
he was here
popped his
today?
head
Yeah,
in
he just
today
popped
as
in. He
well.
had nothing new for us, so he just said hi and
just
literally.
What was I?
Okay, so we have really no responsibility, and we also get no warning about it.
No, as we move forward, he's like, hey, we're gonna start on this day. As we get closer to that date, we're gonna announce it on Thursdays.
Okay,
Yeah.
will he
Yeah.
also say what part of town he's going to be in or not? I just am curious. I know how to.
Are you trying to avoid something, Bonnie?
No.
I don't see why we, yeah, I don't see why we couldn't ask him to let us know what side of town he's
Yeah.
starting on, but he hasn't addressed that to us, just that a certain start date, minimum of 2 people, and they'll be clearly marked, so.
They're a very structured company.
Yeah.
I think with the layout that he gave us, I think we're gonna be, I think we're gonna have a lot of information for you going forward when they do start.
I'm interested in public information. I'm a member of the public.
Yeah.
I'm not here for any other reason.
No.
Okay, anybody else?
Anyone else? Okay.
Did you announce that MS-86 is coming next week? Budget presentation?
MS-86 will be here next week for the budget presentation. Thank you, Patty. Yes, so
I knew she was standing there
I'm
for a
assuming
reason.
Clay and the crew
Yeah.
will be here. So anybody interested in seeing the initial budget for MS-86, I know I'm anxious. So next week, they will be here. They're going to be here for our nightly meeting, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
So
believe
they'll
it'll
be
be
able to
here at
answer any
7 o'clock
questions
for-
if anybody is around and wants to ask questions. Please, feel free.
I'm glad she said that, because it's on our blotter there inside the office. All right, anything else?
No.
Seeing none, we shall entertain a motion.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I will second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second to adjourn, all in favor? We are adjourned at 7:36.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ben.